powders and foundation. I really wish I can buy these two products, but these belong to my friend and I'm broke.
The voucher, but I get hacked. I think we just got hacked. This is how exactly cyber attack happens. They trick you to into the link that it's there, but it's not. This is what we call a cybersecurity threat. Let's break it down for you.
Hi everyone, did you guys just saw the video just now? So, let me start with a quick fact. A cyber attack happens every 39 seconds somewhere in the world. That means, before I finish this sentence, someone's data could already be under threat. In today's digital age, we use the internet for everything, from checking our bank accounts and shopping, to chatting with friends and even submitting assignments. But with so much of our lives online, how do we make sure our information stays safe? That's where cybersecurity comes in. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting our digital devices, networks, and information from cyber threats like hackers, viruses, and scams. In this presentation, I will be explaining what cybersecurity is, why it's important, the common threats we face, and how we can protect ourselves online. Now that we understand what cybersecurity is, let's look at the threats we face. Cybersecurity threats are attempts to steal, damage, or disrupt digital systems. These threats can come from hackers, viruses, or even insiders who misuse their access. What's important to know is that anyone can be a target, whether it's an individual like us, a company, or even a government agency. Some common types of threats include malware, which is harmful software that can damage your system or steal data. Next, phishing, where attackers trick you into giving away personal information like your password. Ransomware, which locks your data and demands money to unlock it. And lastly, data breaches, where confidential information gets leaked or stolen. These threats are growing every day, and that's why strong cybersecurity is so important.
Alright, now let's move to our biggest part, which is major cybersecurity threats, real-world evidence, the latest info from year 2024 to 2025. Now, to evidence number 1, massive cyber attacks on United Kingdom government agencies. In 2024, the UK government was hit by a huge number of cyber attacks, about 15 million in total. There is around 40,000 attacks every single day. The UK Met Office alone blocked over 5 million phishing emails. The DVLA, which handles driver and vehicle records, was the hardest hit, with more than 7 million DDoS attacks. This type of attacks try to crash systems by overloading them. It also mostly attempts to steal data or bring down the services. Other government departments also receive thousands of spam and malware messages. A security expert said that the public sector is being attacked online every day. These attacks show how serious cybersecurity threats are, especially when they target important services and information. The second point is ransomware attack on Marks and Spencer (M&S). In April 2025, Marks and Spencer, one of the UK's biggest retailers, was hit by a ransomware attack from a hacker group called Scattered Spider. The hackers managed to steal staff passwords, break into the system, and completely lock the company out of its own network. Because of this, M&S had to shut down key services like online ordering and contactless payments. Customers faced delays, and stores had major stock shortage. The company even had to pause hiring new staff. All of this caused a huge financial loss, around £40 million every week. This attack shows how badly a cyber attack can affect both business operations and customer service. Move on to the third evidence is hackers target Paris Olympics organizers. Between 2021 and 2024, a Russian hacking group called APT-28, which is linked to Russia's military intelligence, carried out cyber attacks on the French government. These attacks targeted government ministries, local councils, and even the team planning the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. According to France cybersecurity agency, the goal was to spy on France and steal sensitive information. Since France supports Ukraine in the Russia-Ukraine war, these cyber attacks were likely politically motivated. The French government considers this a serious threat to national and European security. This shows how cyber attacks can also be used as a tool in international conflicts. That is all from me. The next evidence will be elaborated by my associates, which is Azake.
Thank you, Zikri. Now we move on to the next point, which is point 4, Chinese espionage campaign. In August 2024, Chinese hackers breached major US telecoms like AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. They access call and text metadata, things like phone numbers, IP addresses, and messages logs from over 1 million users. Even political figures like Kamala Harris and Donald Trump were affected. The attack was done by South Typhoon, a Chinese spying group linked to the Ministry of State Security. And it wasn't just the US, dozens of the other countries were hit too. Next, we move on to point 5, which is superannuation funds hack in Australia. Hackers stole over $700,000 from Australian superannuation accounts. What made it worse was the lack of basic email security. 58% of these companies didn't properly use a system called DMARC, and 8% had none at all. That makes it easy for hackers to send fake emails and steal login info. Only 42% had the safest settings, showing how weak security can cause real financial damage. Source from The Australian. Now for the last point, which is point 6, global cybersecurity statistics. In 2024, the average cost of a data breach reached about $4.88 million. Phishing attacks, those fake emails to steal data, were the top cybercrime, with over 193,000 cases in the US. Surprisingly, 88% of breaches were caused by human error, like clicking on suspicious links. And the worst part, it takes about 194 days to detect a breach and nearly 300 days to fully contain it. Sources from Secure Friend Veronis.
Cybersecurity threats may seem like just technical issues, but their consequences go way beyond computers. For individuals, the impact can be personal and devastating. Imagine losing access to your bank account or having your identity stolen. Many victims of cybercrime suffer emotional stress, financial loss, and even embarrassment when their private data gets exposed. Businesses, especially small ones, are often targeted by cyber attacks. A single data breach can cost them thousands or even millions in recovery and legal fees. But more than money, the biggest damage is often to their reputation. Customers lose trust when their information is not protected. On a societal level, cybersecurity threats can spread misinformation, cause panic, and create widespread fear. When public systems like hospitals or transport networks are attacked, it affects everyone, even those who were not directly targeted. And finally, the economic impact is massive. Globally, it is estimated that cyber attacks cost the world trillions of dollars each year. That includes lost productivity, ransom payments, and cost to recover stolen or corrupted data. So clearly, cybersecurity threats are not just about technology, but they are also about people, businesses, society, and the economy as a whole.
To conclude our video presentation, we would like to highlight the moral of this issue and suggest ways to solve the problem of cybersecurity threats. First, the moral of this issue is that we must always be responsible and cautious when using the internet. Cybersecurity is not only the responsibility of IT professionals or the government, it is our shared responsibility. Everyone must play their part in protecting their personal data and being aware of online threats. Now, how can we solve this problem? 1. Education and awareness. We should educate ourselves and others about the dangers of cyber threats like phishing, malware, and data breaches. Awareness is the first step to prevention. 2. Use strong passwords. One simple but powerful step is to use strong unique passwords for different accounts and to change them regularly. 3. Install security software. Always use antivirus programs, firewalls, and keep our device updated with the latest security patches. 4. Be careful online. Avoid clicking on suspicious links, opening unknown emails, or downloading unsafe files. And last, report suspicious activities. If we notice something strange, such as hack, account or scam message, we must report it immediately to the relevant authorities or platforms. In conclusion, by working together and being more alert, we can reduce the risk and protect ourselves from cybersecurity threats. Preventing is always better than cure. Thank you. Bye.